Hey guys, it's John with ReelBlue Custom Rods, and today we're going to talk a little bit about dragon scale wraps and just doing a different take on it. I know I've done some other videos on dragon scale, but today on this piece of wood and dowel, I just wanted to show you how you can get a little funky with some different other materials and create something a little bit unique, like this cool thread back here in the background. So what the first thing I want to do is I want to go ahead, and I've already cut some of my fiberglass mesh tape. I've made a couple marks with some masking tape on this wooden dowel. And then now what I want to do is I just want to go ahead and take the fiberglass tape and just start wrapping that on this dowel. And then I'm going to come back right here and cut that. And I'm going to go ahead and lay that down a little bit. So now what I want to do is I have some of this different hollow tinsel from Vivas. Usually you can find something like this in a fly tying shop or something like that. Some different places will have it, but this is an H01 L Vivas hollow tinsel 11 millimeter. And what I want to do basically is I'm going to use this tinsel and just wrap it over this fiberglass mesh tape, as you see me do before, to do a different take on a dragon scale wrap. And so all I want to do is make sure I wrap over this evenly. I just got to get it started for a second here. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to get this tinsel kind of tightened down on itself. There we go. All right, here we go. So now all I'm going to do is take this tinsel and give a little pressure as I wrap over this fiberglass tape. And what I want to make sure I do is cover each end. It's not super wide, so you just got to kind of be slow and patient with it. But all I'm doing is taking this tinsel and wrapping it over, making sure I cover each part that I've previously wrapped. And then again, giving a little bit of pressure to help that dragon scale come out behind that tinsel. And you can see it there. You can see the pattern comes out behind that. So just wrapping, taking my time. Again, you can get this Vivas tinsel, really anywhere. I got this from a local fly tying shop. But you can use any kind of tinsel, a solid colored tinsel, which you can get from Mud Hole or Get Bid or your local, custom rod provider, where you buy all your supplies from. You can probably find the same kind of stuff. But I wasn't able to find this kind of mixed color, rainbow kind of Fruit Loop looking tinsel. And I was able to find it at a fly tying shop, like I said. So I'm just to back it up a little bit. So that's the other part. If you go over like this and you leave a gap, you can just kind of back it up a little bit and then come back down over it. And just keep going. It's got kind of a cool look to it. If you know somebody One, if you're interested in this kind of look, or if you know somebody that's kind of, into something like that, you could definitely use this on a build for somebody or for yourself. We're getting it to be about halfway done. If you like what you're seeing so far, go ahead and hit the like button. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Some of the videos I'll be working on, I'm getting ready to do, somebody asked about handles and EVA type, foam handles, and they're having some problems. So I'm going to be doing some videos on a couple different types of handles, like on installs for right now. So those will be coming up. Yeah, and so again, if you like what you're seeing so far, go ahead, hit the like button. And this is your first time here, welcome to ReelBlue Custom Rods. And if you're interested in what I'm doing right now, or some of the other videos you may have seen that I do, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way you're notified every time I release a video, which are Mondays, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then on Thursdays, usually sometime during the day, just depends on when I get a chance to get it uploaded and get it scheduled to post. So we're getting down close to the end. About the third of the way left. Again, if you go too far, the key here is to have overlap. That way you don't have any spaces in between, like something like that. You don't want to be able to see the wood. Like right there, you don't want to be able to see the wood. So you just want to back it up, come back over. And then let me ask you a question down in the comments block. Hey, when you see this wrap, what do you immediately comes to your mind? Like I don't know. I think kind of Fruit Loop-ish colors. I don't know. Someone may say unicorns. I don't know. But let me know down in the comments block what kind of colors you think when you see this. And also let me know what you think about it. Do you think it's coming out okay so far? I mean, I like it. I think it's coming out. Anytime you can use something that's reflective and colorful, and then you can put texture behind it to refract the light once it hits it, especially, out in the sunlight with things like a dragon scale wrap or something. It always looks one way in your shop or in your room when you're building the rod. But once you take that rod outside and that sunlight hits it, it does look totally different in a good way. So let me know what you think down in the comments block. And so now I'm getting down to the end. All right. And then we will say this is where I kind of want the end to be at. So I'm going to go ahead and peel this tape off. So now that I know where that's at, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue wrapping a little bit, make sure I cover over that. Sorry guys, I didn't realize it kind of went off the screen. Make sure I cover over that edge of that tape, that fiberglass mesh tape. Now what I want to do is I'm going to come out at an angle, and I'm just creating that space, right? And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this tape that I have, lay the tape down, right? So I lay the tape down, and that tape will hold my work in place, right? So now let's say I want to do, I don't know, it's maybe like some silver, right? So now is a time where I would come back, I create this space, then I would come back with my thread, like the silver, and then I would make a wrap do this by hand. Sorry guys, bear with me. I'm doing this by hand without a wrapper. So again, I just take my thread, there you go, hand wrapping without a wrapper, just using a spool of thread in your fingers. So this is how I would do this. Now what I will do is I'll take that thread or tape off. I'm going to come back and lock this thread down right there so I don't move. And then what I'll do, I'll come back with my razor blade, cut my thread. And then I'm going to take this other piece of tape off. I'm going to take off this tinsel. All right, pull that tape off. And then now we'll just let the tinsel come back up this way. There, so I cut the tinsel. All right, now I'll come back to my thread. Make sure I got pressure on there. Take off that. And then I just keep on wrapping. Cover up the rest of that tinsel. So now, of course, you can use your power wrapper when you're doing this, right? Or you have your rod in your wrapper when you're going and securing this. Let me get something real quick. But for the sake of this demonstration, I'm not using a wrapper, so I'm just doing it by hand, which comes with a lot of experience, in my personal opinion. So all I'm doing is putting that tag on there. Come around 3, 4, 5. So just come around 5 times. Pull that tag in through. And I can just kind of come back with a burnishing tool if I wanted. Again, I'm doing this on a dowel. All right. I just lock that down with my finger. And I come back with my razor blade. Cut that piece of thread. Again, come back in one more time with my burnishing tool. And then that's it. And so that's really how you can use something like tinsel, and in this way do something like a dragon scale wrap. You can see that texture below that. So imagine what that's going to look like when the light outside hits it. That stuff's going to look cool. Light's going to refract off of it. Then you saw how I created space when I came off of the end. I created some space, used masking tape to hold down that tinsel, cut it, and then I came back over with some thread, the silver metallic thread, and just basically used it to lock it down and hold it in place. And then now I can come back over, lay down some epoxy, something like that. So yeah. So again, let me know what you think down in the comments block. To recap, I just used, to lock that down, I just used some Pro Wrap metallic size A silver wrap down here. And then again, I bought this Tinsel. This is Vivus, Veevus, right? I know it's hard to see. So this is Vivus hollow Tinsel, 11 mil, H01 in size large. And I got that at a local fly wrapping shop. And again, you just find stuff that you think is interesting, that you like, and then you can go down and use it on a decorative wrap or tie it in somehow into your rod wrapping patterns. And this turned out pretty cool. So I hope you got a lot out of this video. Let me know down in the comments block on what you thought. Or if you have any ideas for an upcoming video, and I'll be sure to go ahead and try to get that done for you and get it posted. Again, if this is your first time here and you're not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Turn on notifications. That way you'll notify every time one of my videos are posted. Again, Mondays at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and on Thursdays. And also, if you're not a channel member and you're interested in becoming a channel member, go ahead and hit the join button on my homepage. I have 3 rates that you could choose from for member, elite member, and super fan. So again, hey, thanks for watching. I hope you're able to get something out of this video and just, learn on how you can be a little bit creative when it comes to your wrap and using different materials. Yeah, until next time. So take care. Talk to you guys later and have a great week.